Hello everyone and welcome to another video right here on the YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the AFL trade / free agency period, day one wrap. Free agency started today on the Friday, the trade started on Monday, and then they'll go to the following week on the Wednesday night, excluding the weekends. 6 deals done today through free agency, so let's get right into it. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Want to aim for 20 likes for this video and let people know about my channel if you haven't, and get them to subscribe, watch the content. And if you know any AFL, AFLW players, any up-and-coming draftees or any state league players, and you'd like to see them on the podcast in a Goal King challenge or an interview, please do send me a message or try and get something sorted. So the first one on my list here to discuss is Josh Battle, who has joined the Hawks on a 6-year deal from my Saints. St Kilda, as compensation, got pick 8. A lot of you people need to understand that how the free agency compo picks work. It's off the years they get. In this year's case with Battle, 6 years or 900 or so. Now, I don't know the specific number and years that you get for these certain picks and compo picks. You either get after your first pick, after your ladder position. So if you finished in St Kilda's case 7th, pick 7 you get, then it's pick 8. Or it could be end of first round, which is like 19 and beyond. And then the more of those deals that happen, it goes 19, 20, etc. So, yeah. So, people need to calm down when they are sooking about what St Kilda got pick 8. It is fair of how the rules are set. Okay? It had enough to warrant pick 8. Pick 7 was our first pick. Then it goes to 8. He was on 6 years at about 900,000. So that's why it's got us pick 8. I'm really rapt that we've got pick 8 for this, because if it was the end of first round, I would have been pissed off. It would show more bias from the AFL. Surprised they weren't. In terms of Josh Battle joining the Hawks, he'll be a great addition to their backline with Barras, who will be there shortly, from West Coast, Sicily. Sam Frost done okay. But that may see Sicily push up forward, because their forward line isn't as strong as their other positions. So I feel like, well, their backline wasn't that strong now, but it will be with Barras and Battle. And Sicily, if he stays there, and Frost as the fourth person, would look okay for them. So, look, great for Josh to get 6 years, but St Kilda offered him the same and a bit more money. So disappointing that he left. But we got pick 8 for it, so it works. Just one thing I want to say. I didn't say this on my podcast during the week because it was after the episode was aired. But Josh Battle wasn't invited to the Saints Best and Fairest. I thought that is piss poor from the St Kilda Football Club to do that. That is very poor. You know, I don't care if you're a fringe player, a middle tier player, or the best player on your team. To be uninvited to something is pathetic. To not be invited to something is pathetic, because the club's salty that he wanted to leave. Now, I am disappointed that Josh left, but that's what he's chosen. Not that I agree with him, but he did. St Kilda's decision, you know what? People need to be talking about this a little bit more. That is pathetic. What did Josh do to warrant not to be picked or invited? Is it because he left? Tom Campbell got delisted. He's joined Melbourne today. He was at the BNF. Seb Ross got delisted after 200 plus games. He went. Then we got the drama at Melbourne with Petrarca not going because of a certain sponsorship thing he's got. And then Oliver, the stuff going around him. Bailey Smith didn't attend the Bulldogs one the other night. Apparently Bontempelli and Bailey Smith and Tom Liberatore all don't follow each other now. Well, those two current players don't follow Bailey Smith. So how petty are they? On Instagram, apparently. Now, it's like, seriously, what does it come to, these people these days? Like, grow up. Seriously. Players leave clubs all the time. But for the club to uninvite someone to a best and first because they're leaving, that is pathetic. Jade Gresham went to the Saints BNF last year when he chose Essendon. Why did he get to go and not Josh Battle? Both ditched the club in a way. So why did Battle not get invited or re-invited back? Why was he uninvited? That is piss poor. And I will call out bullshit when I see it. People say, oh, you're biased towards St Kilda, then maybe, just maybe think that you're wrong. You've always been wrong. I'm never biased. I've told you the facts here that Josh Battle was uninvited, and that was piss poor from St Kilda to do so. And any club that do that is piss poor. So maybe before you call me biased, maybe you listen to the last 2 minutes and shut your mouth. Again, St Kilda not letting Josh Battle go to the BNF is a disgrace. Lifts your game. Pathetic. That was like a mini script shows bang on a video that's not the podcast. But here we are. Now, Harry Perryman has joined the Pies on a 6-year deal. GWS have got pick 16 as compensation. Again, ladies and gentlemen, 6 years on about 900. It's got after GWS's first pick, which is obviously 15. So that's why they've got 16. So people that are whinging about the compo picks need to grow up, seriously. You don't have to agree with them, but they're the rules. So you should know that was going to happen. As for Collingwood giving him 6 years, I think that's a bit interesting. What position is he going to play? Harry Perryman, I don't think he's that good to warrant a 6-year deal, but everyone's getting 6-year deals these days. I've just named you 2 players that have got one, and I'm about to name you another one very shortly. So it's just like, this could be a risky move for Collingwood. I like the addition of him to the team in Harry Perryman. But, yeah, I think it's a questionable year's length and money. But what position does he play? Does he play midfield? Does he play half-back? Does he play half-forward? He's got that versatility, Harry Perryman, so it could work. Isaac Cumming has left the Giants to join the Crows on a 6-year deal, and the Giants have got an end of first-round pick here, pick 21. So, look, again, 6 years for Isaac Cumming is quite questionable as well. On about 900 as well, or 850, something like that. That's also questionable. Isaac Cumming can play off the half-back line. In particular, as a medium-sized defender, or he can push through the wing. He's had an injury-interrupted season or two. He's a decent enough player to do well. I find it very interesting that he's got a 6-year deal. Good player, but anyway, anyone's getting handed out 6-year deals these days. But good luck to him. For the Crows, though, where do they play him is the big question, whether it's half-back or on the wing. I would say play him at half-back as a medium-sized defender. As your third tall. You can have Mark Keane, who's staying, and Dan Curtin potentially as well. And you got Borlas there as well. Borlase. And there's another one as well. I'm forgetting about Murray. So, yeah, they've got a few options there, the Crows, and see what they do there. A questionable move from a former Crow to the Suns. It's Elliot Himmelberg on a 3-year deal. No compensation pick for the Crows as the year length / money / games he's played obviously doesn't fit the criteria. 3 years is very questionable. He may be lucky, Elliot Himmelberg, to be on a list, and he's got 3 years. Gold Coast, again, making an interesting year's length decision for a player, a fringe player. 1 or 2 would have been plenty, but 3, come on. Obviously going to be depth. I know that, so that questions more why he's getting 3 years for a depth player, but here we are. Nick Haynes for the Hawks, for the Blues. He's joined the Blues on a 1-year deal. I can't believe Nick Haynes has got that. But yeah, very interesting. I think he was a player at the Giants that was underutilized a little bit, you know. He should have been playing. He put up big numbers in the twos, playing in the back line and on the wing a little bit. I feel like he's a player who could be the steal of the trade period / free agency period. He could be a steal. If he plays every week for the Blues, he could be a good addition to Wiedering and co down in the back line. He's an upgrade on Brody Kemp and guys like that, even though Brody Kemp played forward line in the back end of the year, but that was probably only because of Curnow and Mackay's injuries. So, you know what? This would be a good addition for Haynes to join the Blues. And the final official trade today was Tommy Campbell, the former Saint, has joined Melbourne as a free agent on a 1-year deal. Obviously, he'll be a backup ruckman, but he's been the best AFL-listed ruckman to play in the VFL for the last few years. Tommy Campbell, I was not happy that St Kilda let him go, but we wish him all the best at the Demons, who will be support for Max Gawn and help develop the younger rucks at Melbourne like Verrill and co, like he did for Max Heath and Isaac Keeler at Sandringham for the Saints. Just a few trade ones I want to bring up. What's his name? Xavier O'Halloran will potentially be joining the Bulldogs. James Peatling has nominated the Crows, who will join them on a 4-year deal. That might be one of the first trades done on Monday or Tuesday. Alex Neil-Bullen will get to Melbourne, from Melbourne to Adelaide on Monday. You would think that's the first one done for sure. Bailey Smith will get to Geelong. That was a long time coming to hear he's going to Geelong. And Clayton Oliver maybe ruled out tonight at their BNF tonight, but don't be shocked if he does leave. They'll say he's not leaving. Oliver's camp may say he's not leaving, but he met with Geelong, so Melbourne won't let him go, but if he wants to go, so it's all over the place with that. But just one to keep an eye out on. Now, these trade rate videos should be daily from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. Then the following Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it'll be a full recap video next Thursday night. Thank you. The most important thing of all to remember is go the Saints, and of course acknowledge me, one. And what trade should your team do in fantasy moves? Please comment down below. And what should they do in the draft period coming up? And what should they do with their draft picks? Thank you all, and go you mighty Saints, and all aboard the Filippo train, then, now, forever together.